Selam Koju. I don't know, he's joined us on the line. Counsel, you're welcome to Eyewitness News. I've just quoted a message from a law lecturer. Do you agree with him that, strictly speaking to the law, this referral to the police by the Transport Ministry may be wanting in law, or there's some other angle of the law that can be considered?
Well, thank you so much, Sanda. I'm here to see any specific law that actually bars, drivers from charging particular fees. The GPRTU is a private organization, and a whole lot of things flow from there. The law really is that before something becomes an offense, the thing must be codified or put down in a written law. And then there should also be a prescribed punishment for sale. So has this particular offense been stated in a written law? And what is, or is there a punishment for this particular offense we are learning of, or the police or the ministry is trying to talk to us about? If the answer to the apostated question is in the positive, then fine, then the police will have a mandate to do so. In the absence of that, the police really have no mandate to arrest anybody for charging, unapproved fees, as far as I know. I'm yet to see any law that points to that fact. You can talk about perhaps extortion, which would be a stretch, or maybe cheating or something, which could be a stretch. But in terms of a specific claim of charging unapproved fees, I'm not too sure about that. Penal matters are very specific, and there's a lot of burden on the state to prove. Which law are we talking about? Is there any such law? That law must be written. That offense must be defined, and the punishment for the offense must be prescribed. Do we have any of such things? If we do, then fine. But as far as I know and as far as I'm concerned, I've not seen any such law. And in the absence of any such law, I'm not sure the police will have any proper mandate in going around arresting people. Perhaps what could happen is, if there is some confusion on a bus or in a vehicle in respect of fees that are charged, which passengers deem unapproved, and that is working to breach the peace, then the police will be called in to restore calm or quell the confusion. That is as far as my mind can go in respect of this.
So the state cannot force a private individual to do business in a certain way and charge a certain amount?
I'm not sure about that, because it's a private entity. So what happens really is a convention, so that before fares are increased, the GPRTU, the Transport Ministry, and other stakeholders meet and agree on what the reasonable, increase should be. But this is not law. It's a convention they've all come to accept, and as we speak, that discussion could break down. And what does that mean? If it breaks down, does it mean that you price me out of business or I go out of business? It's a private arrangement. And until that is backed by law, it will be very difficult for anybody to want to enforce that using criminal laws.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Selam Koju. He's a private legal practitioner, also a journalist, here with us at Citi FM and Citi